So I'm gonna close out of my email because I'm suddenly getting flooded right now. And I want to be able to watch stream chat. So, I think that is now connected up. That is now connected up. That's now connected up. Hello, I Wish Milk Cookies. I think we're live. I think we're live. Yep, 4 people are here, so I'm going to assume we are definitely live. You could just probably hear me for a couple of seconds there as I am grabbing the stream link and throwing it over into the Discord. Woo! So I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to be back. I have not streamed in a couple days. I haven't played Pokemon in a couple days. Like, other than I logged in this morning and claimed my Lotto ID, which, by the way, I won the 4th place, or not the 4th place, but I won, like, a first prize, which was a rare candy, so just short of the jackpot Master Ball, so that was exciting. Alright, and with that said, welcome back, Mushroom Man Toad here, and today we are back doing the Shiny Dreepy hunting. Alright, got through my intro, only took a minute and a half. Alright, let's see here. I Wish Milk Cookies. Yep, welcome to the stream. No, you're good. You weren't rushing me, I was just finishing setting things up, and it took me an extra minute, so that's what happened there. I gotta make sure my party is cleared out, and we are set to the right box. Don't question why Giga Cole has taken so much damage. He's probably fine. Good afternoon, Captain Squirt. Welcome to the stream. And Ryan says E. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Captain Squirt says good afternoon. I Wish Milk Cookie says good evening because time zones. What I'm doing here, so yeah, I talked to you guys on the Discord server there. I think it was just yesterday still, and we decided that this was the best possible time I can stream. Because this will work for me too, because it shouldn't overlap any of my regular evening activities anyway, except Mondays. So Mondays, I probably just won't stream. And Sunday, I also won't stream because that just never works. I'm gone pretty much all day on Sundays. So, Sunday, Monday probably won't be a stream coming up. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we should be able to stream at this time unless I have some conflict, which I will occasionally, and I'll try to let you know when that's happening. If you want to make sure you get notified of that, make sure you join the Discord server, and I'll let you know over there. Yeah, like, I do know there's an event coming up next Friday, for example. There won't be a stream, just because I'll be gone. And then Saturday, I'll try to get the time back to that normal time that it used to be over Christmas break. I'll try to get it back to that, just because that was a really nice time to be able to stream. And with that said, lots of people talking about shinies over here. I Wish Milk Cookies got Shiny Riolu and Shiny Axu. Nice! And Ryan is so cool. He's got 7 Shiny Magikarps, which does technically beat me by 1. So well played. How long does that event go, or is it over already? Because like I know I saw Magikarp raid this morning, so I'm really curious if Magikarp raids are still a thing, or if that event is over. It wasn't a Shiny Carp raid, it was just a raid. Also, I should probably open up my counter. It is rendering, fortunately, but... Oh, and I ran into that. Okay. Can you make sushi out of them? Very golden sushi. Hopefully not. But also probably. Alright, so how's everybody been doing? It's been a couple days. So, yeah. How's it going? I feel bad for the guy on the bridge I always run into. Yeah, these two get plowed in by a kid speeding by on a road bike a lot. Captain Squirt says it's going. It's a good way to be going, is going, right? Am I doing? Well, I've been, taking up my free time lately with working on the Actually, I say free time, but that includes some time during breaks in school. Like, working on the Vimian mod, planning it out, and working on actually getting the code put together. So, I have a pretty well working port of the old Minecraft Vimian mod for 1.15, and I just want to get a couple features patched into it here, and I should actually have a release version for 1.15 Minecraft. So that's what I've been doing. It's also going for Ryan. Hey, going's a good way to be going. Hello, Shroomy. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're all proud nerds here. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if everybody is. I am. I own my obsession with Pokemon. It's a fun game. You do programming. Yeah, I do. I'm an amateur. Obviously, I've never taken a professional course on programming. I'm entirely self-taught. And it's literally just come from 4 years of doing it and being told, hey, that's a really outdated and terrible way to do that piece of code. Like, and that's pretty much how I've learned. Is writing code, showing it to people, and then telling me why it was done horribly. Basically. Of course, you'd think one of these days I'd learn not to use static initializers for half the stuff I use, but whatever. Anyway. Still being self-taught in programming. As in you are? I wish milk cookies, because if I remember right... Oh, is amazing. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure you're in college for that, right? If I remember right? So, yeah. Again, if I find something that I really want to learn to do, I'm gonna learn to do it, you know. Never use static initializers in programming. Yeah, but see, if you learn from a position where you know what you're doing from the get-go, you're not gonna develop those bad habits that I definitely have. But I've really been working on making my code as clean as possible and like as simple as possible. But, you know, I also always use what works, so that's half my problem. That's why this shiny counter over here could just be a shiny counter. But instead, it's taking up like 100 megabytes of active RAM at a time just because of how many little stupid things are in it, so... I don't know. Give me 1 second here, and I'll be right back. I'll finish this thought. Alright, and we're back. Yeah, you're in your first year of programming. Okay, so yeah. See, and I don't know, did you have, like, experience with programming, ahead of, like, going to college, or are you just getting into it there? See, either way, I love it because you can get to just kind of create things, whatever you imagine, really, once you learn. How'd you make the shiny counter overlay? Well, the trick is, this is actually just a program I wrote up that launches, right? And I'm not actually using the Elgato Stream Deck. It's not a Stream Deck. It's the streaming software. I keep calling it the Stream Deck because it is a deck from which you can basically, like, just set things up from. It's like a platform for it, but that's not what it is. The Stream Deck is something else. Anyway, so I'm not using that. I'm using OBS, actually, and I've got my Elgato Capture Card pass through OBS, and then I can just also add the program over that, because OBS is super simple to work with if you've ever tried working with that. So that would be the best way I'd recommend doing that. Bruh, same. I had a code that worked just fine, and my teacher was like, yeah, let me do this, Matt. And then it was like 3 lines of code that does the same. Yep, you know, and that'll happen. Like, hey, I've been working on this problem, and I have this huge block of code right here, and I'm really curious why it doesn't work. And they say, well, that's because you could have done it with an if statement and been done. Oh, yeah. But, you know, you learn from every one of those times it happens, and I honestly think everybody goes through that learning. So, yeah. But it really is cool, like, once you get into it. Holy cow! I started making my first Minecraft mod about 4.5 years ago. That's just now occurring to me. And it was terribly coded, mostly just copy-pasting things from vanilla classes and other people's mods, and, like, the only thing that was original was my textures, and that was unfortunate in my case, but I did it, and so that's kind of, I've been doing it ever since, getting a little more refined every year, but I can't claim, I can't offer advice to anybody, because I don't know that my techniques are good. I have no way of confirming that. In fact, I'm pretty sure they're not, like, yeah. Right now, I was practicing, I had 4 random fraction exercises. Like, press R to get random exercise. Oh. Then you can press Y and N whether or not your answer is correct. Oh, yeah! Interesting. We'll show a Boolean and whatnot. Yep. I will say, in my experience, honest to goodness, the best way, and I've tried most of the methods that are possible, I think, the best way to learn programming is just to sit down and say, hey, here's an idea, can I make this happen, and play with it. Honestly. I feel like that just works best, because you get to know it hands-on, and that's powerful. If you press H, you get the same fraction, but in pi form? Oh, cool! Oh, that's neat. Yeah, computers, yeah, you start off with, you know, just the basic calculation stuff, and, you know, you build up to, you know, whatever it is your goal is, but yeah, it's always cool when you, there's nothing like it. When you spend hours and hours writing a program, and you load it up, and after watching it crash numerous times, and seeing this glitch, and that break, and this error, and it works. There is gotta be little that is that satisfying. But yeah. Hello, Pretender, welcome to the stream, by the way. Or high-low, I suppose. The problem is, like, I can do it, no, it has to be specific, like, you can't have any memory leaks if your program works. And even if your program works, if you have memory leaks, points deducted. Yeah. And see, that is the part of programming where I'm totally gonna fall flat. Because I'm pretty sure this shiny counter, which again, increments a number and calculates a percentage, has memory leaks. Because like I said, I've left it running overnight and come back and it is taking up like almost a gigabyte of my active RAM, and it's just like, how did that happen? Like, there's a Java auto dumper thing. Like, I'm writing in Java, right? So I don't have to worry too much about deleting objects usually. I was like, how did you manage to start taking up that much space? So, I don't know. Like I say, I'm far from professional, but I love doing it. I have so much fun doing it. But yeah, that's why I'm going to, that's why when I go to university will be college for me, but that's what I'm going to be majoring in is computer science and programming, because it's so powerful, it's so fun, but I'm not a professional. But hey, I enjoy it. And unfortunately, here I am in high school, and my school does not offer any programming classes, which is terrible. Also, this is our 100th 3PA. I just thought I'd point that out. It's kind of a milestone number, and we don't have a shiny yet. But I think with what you say... the idea and see if you can make it. It does sound fun. I'll try that too. Yeah, and see, that's what it really took for me, was finally... like, I was trying to poke around with mods forever, right? Minecraft modding. That's really what I wanted to do, was make a Minecraft mod, right? And I poked with it, and I kind of half understood a little bit what was going on. Like, an int is just a number, and a double is a number with decimal places, and what's the difference between a double and a float? Nobody knows. And it's like, okay, I'm kind of picking up on a little bit of these things. And, you know, a Boolean is true or false, but I didn't know. And then finally I just said, okay, that's enough. I went online, I looked up just a basic Java syntax tutorial, and I sat down and I just played with it for a week. It was over summer vacation, which was really nice. Just for a week, just played with it. And yeah, the difference is the F you put behind the number. Yes, I know what the difference is in that term. But what does it mean? I don't know. I do kind of know the answer now, but I finally just sat down and said, okay, I'm gonna learn this. So I picked up on the code, I said, okay, so this is how you actually are supposed to format this, let's try it. Okay? And so I did. Look, I'll tell you right now, I have no idea how to work a supplier, or how to work, like, you know, the lambda function, and that's my next thing I want to learn, and I know that I'll never get it until I just sit down and say, okay, what's something you could use this function for? Like, you could use this function for. And until I just sit down and just think of that, and try to make it, I'm not gonna understand it. Like, and that's kind of where I'm stuck right now, actually. And there's a lot of lambdas in modded. Although, like, the old Forge didn't have it, which was nice. The new Forge does, and I know it's more optimized. I have no idea. And Ryan gets to take programming, or is going to take programming when he gets to high school, because his school has it. So that, I mean, that's cool, man. Go for it. It'll be something. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't understand that. Processing and programming. Maybe I don't understand it that well either, but somehow I do. Yeah, I cannot tell you really the difference besides just super practically. A class? Well, no, I only deal in object-oriented programming. I don't do a lot of stuff with just static stuff. So, I can't say anything to... What do you program with, asks Ryan? And that'd be an interesting question for I Wish Milk Cookies as well. I do Java and I work in Eclipse, which means I've got a great IDE and a terribly outdated language, but yeah, anybody who programs here, what do you use to code? I use Eclipse, personally. The IDE is incredible, and it's free, so that's what I use. C++ and Visual Studio. Yep. And there's another one. And I know there are people out there who will just swear by IntelliJ and say they'll never touch Eclipse again once they tried IntelliJ. And it's, whatever. Visual Studio looks great, says Pretender. I don't know if I've ever actually seen the UI on it. I know what I really should be doing right now is trying to learn another programming language besides just Java, but I have not. And I should. Have I ever played Terraria? Asks Ryan. Yeah, I did for 2 days. But that was like 4 years ago. I was like, ooh, this is interesting, this is fun, and started paging through the wiki, and yeah, kind of just fell apart after that. Anyway, I'm told C++ one of the hardest coding languages. Yeah, but it's gotta be better than, like, C++, right? Yeah, 2 days. I played Terraria for a whopping 2 days. I'm not really gonna go into too much detail there, but basically we decided that, yeah, maybe we'll stick to Minecraft over Terraria. Also, if that was like back in 2014, then, you know, I would have been how old going into that, and it's a bit of a jump to go from Minecraft to Terraria. And also, like, back when I played it, the whole wall of flesh thing at the end was the ending of the game, pretty much, so if that tells you anything. Good thing about Bedrock is I'm pretty sure it's C++, so it runs way better than Java. Yeah, that's true. Although they're doing a really nice job optimizing Java right now. Like, the 1.15 update was amazing for rendering and for chunk loading and stuff like that, so, you know, you can do it with Java, it's just, you know, maybe it's less efficient. I don't know. And see, this is where I fall completely flat in my programming knowledge, right? I have no idea. Computer started chugging in a multiplayer playthrough. It's super hard for me. It's a terrible gameplay, so I'll pick it up. Hey, you can always give it a try, right? Free? I mean... Yeah, you should stream or make videos on Terraria now. It's really fun. I know it's fun. Like I say, I couldn't get into it back then, and I assume, you know... I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's probably receiving active updates as well, you know. But I don't follow it that closely. So maybe at some point I will, but not in the near future. I don't know. Maybe eventually. Yeah, Bedrock is obviously not as good, yeah. Although the cross-platform compatibility thing is really nice. But... Oh, I played in Windows 10, and it isn't... I've tried Windows 10 Edition a couple of times. And it's not a whole lot different. Like, it's still Minecraft. I don't mind it that much. I want Minecraft. It says I wish milk cookies. So do I. I think but like you need like, because I have Android, right? So you need like Android 8 for it, and I have Android 5. So not gonna happen. It's not available. Oh yeah, Belgium. Okay. Yeah, rip. I mean, it'll come out eventually, though, right? My phone physically can't get Minecraft, but it's not AR core compatible. Oh, yeah, no. Priya, I'm definitely lacking that, too. I lack so many of the features you need for that. There's no way I can have it, which is sad, because it's a game I really want to play and try out, too, because it seems really cool. You know, I play Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is great, right? So I can totally see where I would get into Minecraft with hardcore as well. I have 8, still not AR core compatible. You have Android 5? How? I have no idea, but I'm on update 5.1.1, I think, is the version of Android I'm running, so, yeah. What phone do I have? I don't know, but it's from, like, 2014. It runs Pokemon Go smoothly, though, so it does its job. I say, I don't use a lot of mobile gear, so to speak. So I don't really need, you know, the latest model of whatever for most things. Minecraft Earth is one where I do this. Right, yeah, Pokemon Go isn't real AR, so my phone can run. Although it can't actually do the AR take a photo mode. Like, that's the level of archaic tech we're talking about, but, you know. But it's fine. Like, again, it does everything I need it to. But yeah, it was, I think we got it for 20 bucks, and that was 2 years ago, if that tells you. How many of you guys have a power bank for your phone, as Pretender? I do. I mean, assuming you're talking about one of those just massive portable chargers. You know, it's kind of like a brick. Yeah, we definitely. Look, I've been through several different, like, brands of those things and different models or stuff. And it's like, I don't know where my dad found the one that he did, but that thing will genuinely hold 24 hours worth of charge, and it's maybe 4 inches by 4 inches, by like an inch deep. It's not that big, really heavy, but not that big, and that's powerful. And meanwhile, there's one sitting on my desk right now that can hold a whopping 2 minutes worth of charge. It did great for the first couple months, and then it just fell off, which was disappointing. But assuming that's what we're talking about, and I'm not just talking about something completely random. I call them portable chargers, so. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but if we are, yes, I have one. And it's great. Pokemon Go for life, boys, yeah. Years from now, we'll see those like we do giant records or punch cards. I don't know about that, because battery technology isn't really advancing at the same rate as a lot of other stuff. So it's possible we'll still have brick-sized portable chargers for having, you know, that, unless there's a huge breakthrough at some point, which, again, totally could be a thing, but we're getting really close to a limit with how much charge we can put into one battery, right? So, unless we discover some new chemistry that can hold more charge, or just some crazy new something or other. I don't know, I feel like we'll be having these for quite a while. Although, if memory serves me correctly here, just about a year ago, they did come up with a compound that is better than lithium. The lithium one that's in most batteries nowadays, that's just slightly more efficient, so maybe we'll start switching over to that, but even then, it's not enough to get rid of the need for that brick. BRB says, alright, see you shortly. Also, we're getting up to 25 minutes here, so in about 5 minutes, YouTube should actually send out the notification to people. So that's nice. And we'll see who else is able to make it today. I'm not totally sure what you're going for there, Irish Milk Cookies, but... Pokemon, will you give me Shiny Charm to Shiny Hunt? Yes! Actually resets the whole game like a boss. That would be harsh. As a side note, we're getting close up to a 20% chance of having found the Shiny by now, so 1 in every 5 Shiny Hunts would have been by a couple eggs from now. Just to be sure, something like this thing. And I'm not totally sure what the link is Ryan has just posted, but... Oh. It's like Amazon link, okay. Yeah, assuming we're talking about something like that. Yeah, it's not the one I have either, so. Oh, Irish Milk Cookies there has a picture over in the Discord. Yeah, okay, so something like that. Okay. See, that one's yours. I don't know, I I honestly couldn't tell you where mine is. It's probably still in a bag somewhere from the last trip we went on, but... Yeah. Yeah, yours is definitely longer, but... Yeah, mine's about the size... It's a little thicker than the one Ryan sent there, so... I don't know. Alright, you're gonna go play Minecraft with some friends, so see you, maybe back. Alright, we'll see you around, Ryan. Thanks for coming by the stream. If you come back within, you know, an hour and a half, I'll probably still be here. Although this stream has to end in no more than about 80 minutes. That's how much time I have left. Meaning we're only gonna hatch 90 eggs this stream, again, for sure. Because I have to be somewhere in 90 minutes, so, yeah. And I know time zones, so I can't say a time, right? Like... Obviously, for me, that would be, you know, I have to be somewhere at 6 o'clock p.m., but that doesn't help most people here at the stream, so, you know. Alright, next egg, gonna bring us up to that 20% mark, so that's nice. Gonna add that to the party. By the way, how about that? Oh, hello, welcome back to the stream, Pri. So how about that new Pokemon Direct coming out tomorrow? Or possibly even today, depending on time zones again, but... Yeah, there's the new Pokemon Direct where 20 new minutes of Pokemon announcements coming out for me bright and early tomorrow morning. So... A lot of interesting stuff could totally come from that. I'm hoping for Pokemon Home. Yeah, Pokemon Sleep has to be in there. Like, you say that jokingly, Pretty, but if they don't say something about it here within the next 2 months, it's gonna look really bad on their financial statements. I'm excited for Pokemon Home, mainly just because I want to get the first 7 boxes out of my PC, so I actually have room in here to do things, like with this game again, because my PC is down to 1 open box, which is tight. And I Wish Milk Cookie says, after the stream, I'm going to study for my exams. Oh man, I'm not keeping you from studying, am I? Because I feel bad about that. Like, if you think you need to study, go study. But like, if you have exams tomorrow or something, make sure you're prioritizing that. Because, you know, don't get me wrong, I love having you here at the streams and all, but I don't want your grades to suffer for it. I feel really bad about that. Gender is excited for Pokemon Sleep because you need more sleep. Yep. No, fine. It's fine. Don't worry. It's multiple choice. Still, though, make sure you're ready for it. Is that like what class do you have exams in tomorrow? If I may. Actually, we have a lot of tests or quizzes. They were mostly today. I think I had 1 in physics. Yeah, we had 1 in physics, 1 in calculus, 1 in U.S. government. So I actually had a quiz in pretty much all my main classes but English. So yeah. Actually, had a lot of exams today. No, not really exams, quizzes. Yes. Game history and visual technologies. Ah, okay. History is, at least for me, always a challenging one because it actually is memorization. It's really hard to like apply that knowledge. Like normally with math and stuff, it's easier to remember because you can think of applications for it, or even science. You know, you can compare it to something you experience in real life, stuff like that. But history, more of a challenge. Both an hour-long and multiple choice. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully it all goes well. Yeah. By the way, those are really cool sounding classes. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Like, those are way awesomer names than the stuff we get over here. But I suppose you're in university too, so that'll happen. So holy cow, I have like drained this whole cup of water since I started streaming. We're only a third of the way through. Do y'all have any New Year's resolutions or themes or whatnot? I'm really bad about New Year's resolutions, so I've kind of just given up on them, and I'm just like, you know what, if I'm going to change something about my lifestyle, I'm just going to change it. But I Wish Milk Cookies New Year resolution. Eat more fries. 3 times. Nice. Alright, that brings us up to 100 eggs. 120 eggs. I think I have a perfect Dreepy in there already, so... Oh no, don't feel foolish! They're really, really great things. They just never work for me. No, that's just me being incompetent. That's not on you. But, yeah. Just gotta check and make sure I didn't miss a shiny in there. Alright. But no, if you, like, well, I know you do have one, Pre, so, like, what's yours if you're willing to share here? I Wish Milk Cookie says, I eat a lot, but I digest my food fast, so I mostly don't gain weight or fat. Same here. Yeah, I have that exact same thing, so. I gave it a cool code name and everything. Oh yeah? Again, if you're willing to share, I'm curious, but at the same time, you know, if it's personal too, keep it to yourself. But I was just wondering. Yeah. Year of specificity. Oh, yeah. Operation Delta Gamma Very Very Visi. Well, not a real thing. That is a substantially cool sounding, like, operation right there. But yeah, Year of specificity is interesting. Actually, no, you know what? It would be interesting to take a couple of New Year's, more like challenges, and take the old Benjamin Franklin approach to, you know, trying to make him go, if you know about Ben Franklin's virtues. I think there were 12 of them, his 12 virtues. And every time he slipped up in doing one of those things, he just made a little tick in a notebook, and he focused on only one every week. So he'd be like, oh man, earlier today, I definitely made a mistake. We'll just make a little tick in the notebook. And just every week he would go through and focus on one of these different ones, and eventually he'd get those ticks down as the weeks progressed. And like, that's a really good system. So maybe if I could find a couple things I want to work on and just go through a system like that. Because that little tick in the notebook, that burns, you know, at the end of the day, when you have to sit there and admit to the fact that you goofed up that day. You failed yourself in your goals, you know, so. I may try something like that, but. Yeah, Pretender's time isn't just, I don't know, do whatever. I'm gonna do this thing on this project, so that's interesting. Also remembering things specific, putting things in place where I can find them, etc. Do you guys actually use a journal like that, though? I never have. I tried keeping a diary once, and that lasted a full 2 days. But I really do think trying out that Ben Franklin, you know, journal thing could be an interesting thing to try this year. So, man, what is it with me and talking about things that lasted a full 2 days today? We got Terraria and the diary. But I think I might actually try that Ben Franklin strategy. Go pick out a couple of quote-unquote virtues and just try to focus really hard on those. What we could do. Well, yeah, I mean, diary is definitely more of the, you know, the feminine word, whereas journal would be what I guess you would call it if you're, you know, want to use the manlier term, but, you know. Either way, same difference when you get right down to it. I'm gonna go get some water, because I'm out, and I'm going through it like crazy. Well, I'm certain it's not helping for, that the weather outside right now is changing, so my allergies are flaring up, but it's really dry. The air is, like, the humidity is ridiculously low right now, so, yeah. Also, I wish Milkcook's asked if Pretender shiny hunts, and Pretender does not have certain shit, so. Not good at Pokemon in general, so I never find a shiny charm anyways. Oh yeah, Joy-Con drift. On the Switch I was playing on before I got my own, which was my brother's, the left Joy-Con drifted hard, but I think I've talked about this here on stream already. The day I found out that you can cancel, like, the day I got the Switch was the day I found out you can actually cancel the Rotom Bike's boost just by letting go of the joystick. I'd never known that boost was canceled. Which is kind of sad, looking back on it. Yeah, you'll find a shiny charm, yeah, but, you know. Yep, you gotta catch them all, and then you get the shiny charm. Actually, there's a lot of charms in this game. Yeah, catching them all can be quite a challenge, though, especially in this one. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say especially in this one. It was way harder in games like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. Actually, I'm really curious. there have got to be, just statistically, there have to be Pokemon that I have never owned in a Core Series game. I wonder what those would be, because there must be some, right? Because I never completed the whole Oras Dex, and I don't have all the Pokemon available in this game, so I gotta see what those were. Hello, Super Duper Man 2.0, welcome! Welcome to the stream. You're putting your shiny Meryl hunt on hold for now, alright. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Well, breed them all, says I wish milk cookies. Well, I mean, if you can't catch them all, breed them all. What do you guys think about digital journals, actually? I'm not sure what to think about it. I mean, it could work, right? I keep most of my notes in a Google Doc or a Google Sheet anymore, so I pretty much do that. So, I don't know. I assume it would be good. I think it would be handy to keep your thoughts noted so you can like put them in order. Yeah, right. And that's where diaries and journals are good, is you can really get your thoughts for the day in order. It's going pretty good, so Super Duper Man. That's good to hear. Good to hear. Man, I'm just now noticing that it's super dry in here. I'm really curious actually. I might go once we get this next egg catching. I might run up and just check what the what the humidity is in here right now, because it suddenly feels like it's really low. So I'll be back in like moments. Yeah. Alright. Hi, I'm back. 40%. It's normally up around 70. So, yeah, I would say, relatively speaking, it's pretty dry here right now. What type is Dreepy? Dragon Ghost. It is a Dragon Ghost, which is a really great type combo. Shared by Giratina, which is one of my favorite Pokemon, so. Do you have a humidifier? Yes. But it's not running right now, and Mom is the only one who knows how to run it, and she is not home right now, so... Kinda out of luck there, just kinda gotta tank it out for a while. Actually, I think I used to have one that sat... I actually haven't got it. Check while I was playing around. Oh well. It looks like it got moved. I don't think I've ever seen a complicated desk one. Oh, like a humidifier? No. It just sat over on the table over there, but... it's gone now, so... Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Man, these Dreepies, they do take forever to hatch, though. Like, compared to the Mimikyu, I wouldn't have to bike down the bridge at all. Now I can almost get 2 laps on the bridge in. I'm really curious, like, if I'm drinking 1 full glass of water, and these are big glasses, like, I'd imagine it's about 2 cups in there or whatever, and I have no idea what that equates to in the metric system, but I'm American, so I'm gonna use the imperial system. It's gotta be about 2, possibly even 3 cups of water in there. I mean, it's a big glass, and I drained 1 in just the first 30 eggs. So that's kind of concerning, actually. And this just started too, because it wasn't nearly this bad up at school, so. Yeah, I don't know. 127. Almost. Almost. 22%, but not quite. I mean, for goodness sake, it's not even 22% to, you know, 3 decimal places there, so. I did just hatch an egg, right? Yeah, I've got an egg. So. Oh, there it is. It came up while I paused the game. Did you see that too? Or am I just going crazy? Because I'm pretty sure that came up as I paused the game. Man, I'm drinking a lot of water. Oh well. Gotta do that sometimes. Every time I open up my menu, by the way, I'm just checking to see if I have a Dreepy and I need to pick up another egg. Because that really stinks when you bike the whole way and realize you forgot to pick up one of your 5 eggs. Because then it just throws off the whole counter. So what else is going on? I don't know, I don't really have a whole lot interesting happening right now. Kind of just getting back into the swing of things with school. See, a lot of the colleges around here haven't even started back up yet, which is crazy. Like, they're still on Christmas break until next Monday, which I guess isn't that far off, but still. Alright. Yeah, definitely in the interest of time, this stream is only gonna go up to 180 eggs. So 40 more of this, 50. Learn to count, Mushroom. Yeah, 50 more eggs. Tenderass, what would your ideal mod pack be? So we're talking Minecraft again. Besides everything in it, you cut me off right there. I know, I just want it to be fun, and I want it to have a lot of options, really. You know, I want to be able to play through a whole bunch of different themes all at once, you know, and figure out weird ways to get different mods to interact and stuff like that. That's where I have the most fun. Meme I said in chat, made it in Photoshop real quick and posted it in a meme. Oh, let's see this meme by I Wish Milk Cookies. Well, there it is. That's still just the idea that hurts, getting the shiny charm, and then resetting the game. No! You fool, what have you done? You watched the Vosky interview though, didn't you? Yeah, a while ago, like back when he gave it, which was 4 or 5 months ago? I don't remember the exact date of Minecon, but yeah, okay, so what did he say in that interview? Aha, fooled you mod makers. Not Minecon, the other one. Oh, what? Did I watch that? I don't know, what was said in it? I probably did, and it's just not come to mind right now, because... I do loosely follow Vodsky. So, you know, he's kind of a neat guy. I didn't say that out loud. It just occurred to me that those... Yeah, I didn't actually say that. Jokes do nothing on live streams because you totally did them and people can just rewind 5 seconds and see proof that you did. But anyway. That is beside the point. That needs mod by Vodsky. Yep, I said it. Okay. I own it. That was my bad. Just remember, at any point, one of these eggs could shine, and it'll be amazing when it happens. Remember when he said he disliked Wayla in packs? Yeah, I can see where Wayla does break a lot of things, right? Like, for example, if you're playing with Wayla and you're playing the Vimian mod, it's gonna 100% break that, because you're gonna know when you look at a piece of stone, oh, that's not stone, that's, you know, hidden Vimianite ore. For example. Which, granted, isn't too game-breaking, because of the structure of the Vimian mod, which I'm making, but at the same time, I can see where that's gonna cause, you know, a lot of frustration. And also, and that's not obviously the only case. That's a phone. It's still ringing. It has continued to ring. It's not for me, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Somebody will pick it up. Possibly. Yep, okay, it's been picked up. Maybe we should watch that again. I don't know. But no, if you want to go ahead and share his reasoning, I'd appreciate it, because I don't know. Yeah, I can't remember it off the top of my head. Don't remember it word for word. Ah, okay. I want my shiny ice cube, says Irish milk cookies. Well, good luck to you. Hopefully you can find it. You know, sooner than I found Mimikyu, or definitely indeed. It's so pink. Yes. It's a very good description of shiny ice cream. It is incredibly pink. I've kind of gone past the daycare center, actually. And I tried into that. Watch the egg hatch right in front of the daycare. Ah, I had so much hope that it was just gonna... Pressing the spacebar doesn't hatch the egg. Ice Cube is, again, what you'd get if you told me to design a Pokemon. That's great, though. Ice Penguin. Yep. It's solid, though. Like... And, you know, it's Ice Face is basically Mimikyu 2.0, which is cool. I say basically because I don't remember the exact rules of it, or if it's exactly like Disguise, or if it's got some unique stuff. I don't know. After Ice Cube Rotom Shiny Hunt time. Oh, goodness. I can't picture Shiny Rotom off the top of my head. I gotta go check on this one now. Once I get my next day catching. If it was liquid, we would have a problem. Yes. Shiny Rotom has a good trade value. Ah, I see. And yeah, because it's got that competitive stats and it's, you know, shiny, so I can see where you would definitely be able to land something good for that. Okay, let's see. Shiny Rotom. Oh, okay, it just turns darker red. Okay, interesting. Oh, and its alternate forms all get this same colored spark on it as well. That's cool. That's a nice shiny. Yeah, perhaps I'll make him BP so he'll be worth more. Oh yeah, no, if you have a fully competitive shiny Rotom, I bet people will. Yeah, you'll be able to get great things for that though. Have to look into it though, yeah. Probably. Go from 139. What's the best place to find what the best things are competitively? I find like, obviously it's always up to the user, but I find the best place to start is if you just go look up, you know, Rotom build Sword and Shield, and you find the article from Smogon. That's a really reliable place to start, because those are written by people who are just, I mean, they run the simulation numbers for everything, so, like, you'll probably find what's best to go with right now. See if he's got a short, Sword and Shield build guide, and that'd probably be where I would recommend starting. That's where I look to find the Corviknight build I'm using, for example. Although they actually recommend a different set than what I'm running on my Mimikyu, but I like having the Leech Life in there because it gives it just a little bit of coverage against a couple of other weird typings. So I do run the, I run the Leech Life on Mimikyu rather than Shadow Claw. Because I think Shadow Sneak does enough Ghost type damage, like with +6 attack on Mimikyu, which is what I'll normally get it up to, or at least +4. It's not gonna be, you know, it's not gonna be an easy thing to survive, even, and it has priority, so it makes a mess. So having that Leech Life over the Shadow Claw I find is really worthwhile with my set. Because he gets that natural regen, because he is going to lose a lot of health to his Life Orb, and now Disguise is probably. What's my favorite? What's your favorite mod pack? And I guess this goes to anybody here who does play Minecraft. I'm obviously going to be partial to... There's a weird rendering glitch happening there. You seen that too? But anyway, yeah, mod pack for Minecraft. I probably have to give mine to Project Ozone, just because, you know, I've spent so much time in it. And it really, it's one of those where you can do so many different paths, but there's also clearly an end game to it. So like the full version of Project Ozone 2 is a really phenomenal mod pack, in my opinion. Although I know there's others out there that are great. I mean, I played Crazy Craft 3.0 once. That was a lot of fun. Would I say it's necessarily a good mod pack? Like, in terms of game design? Probably not. But was it really fun to play with? Yeah. Granted, for using Ore Spawn, it did a good job. Yeah, if you're just talking individual mods, Pixelmon's a really good choice. What is with the phone today? Sorry about that. But yeah, Pixelmon is great. I enjoy Pixelmon. Also, I've just recently discovered Quark, the mod, not the subatomic particle. And that is phenomenally made. Just really nice little features in there. I think, though, my favorite individual mod of all time, I have to give to Thaumcraft. I think Thaumcraft is going to take it for me. That's a mod. That's a whole nother experience right there. Honorable mentions to Ars Magica 2 and Industrial Craft 2. Honorable mentions to those guys, but you are not going to beat out Thaumcraft 5. Also honorable mentions to the Warp Drive mods and the Star Miner mods, actually. So now I'm just listing off mods that I really like, but those are both really good ones as well, in my opinion. I like the approach it takes to the energy management pre, and it may be a lot of nostalgia associated with it, but if you're asking me just my raw favorite one in terms of which mods do I like best, IC2 is definitely up there. You're not a fan of Star Miner, TBH? Oh, there's so many cool concepts they employ there, I have to give them a lot of credit. The 1.6.4 version was best, and unfortunately that's almost inaccessible now due to it running on an old version of Java. Like Java 7 you have to run, and it won't really run that well on Java 8. But, which I don't know why that is, but it really, really fights you if you try running it on an old version of Java, so. But yeah. The Star Miner mod's got the custom dimension that comes with it, and also the player model shifts based on the gravity blocks are really cool. Like, those are just fun to play with. Again, I know where you come from, Pre. It's more about, the game design and the balance and all that, but for me, it was just fun. I just loved getting to play it. TBH, I stopped playing Minecraft for so long after 1.9 since Irish Milk Cookies. Yeah, and I just started in 1.7.4, I think was my first version, so I'm still kind of a newbie. Well, actually I can't say that anymore, that was 2014, so January of 2014. Holy cow, I'm getting close to my, what is this gonna be, 6th year of playing Minecraft? 7th year? I don't know, I can't. Okay, I was gonna say, did I just pick up one egg? I didn't need to. Okay, that's the last egg I'm gonna pick up here. I just gotta look up a date now, because I'm curious. Minecraft 1.7.5 release date. February 26th, 2014. So yeah, that coincides perfectly. I started January 23rd, 2014 then. I can never remember if it was 14 or 13. It was 14. You really hated the new combat system. Yeah, again, that was a lot of the community that said that, but honest to goodness, when you play with it for a couple of months, you get completely used to it. And it really does add an extra layer of depth that the old combat system didn't have. Not that the old combat system wasn't good, But Minecraft combat is definitely more skill expressive now, rather than just what angle do you hit them with your sword with. You also have to think about how you're going to position, what are you going to do about their shield, what if they have ranged weapons, how are you going to outplay that, and that, in my opinion, is something the old combat system was. And I know, a lot of the community loves 1.8.9, and they won't leave it. And I think that's unfortunate. But, again, they're doing those combat test snapshots right now, too, so that's cool. They're really trying to merge the old style and the new style, which is neat. Really neat. As I understand it, they're bringing back the spam clicking, as I call it, 1.8 combat, but also give you a bonus for trying to use the 1.9 combat, like, timing, so... Frankly, I think 1.7 versus 1.9, I think Breath of the Wild wins. Well, there you go. Also, 1.8 was a really great version of Minecraft because they rewrote a lot of stuff. And it was really, really nice for people making mods. That was the first version I modded in, so that tells you how long ago I was doing that. How long ago I started trying to learn to program and failing miserably. 1.8.4? I think was the latest version. So yeah. Nether update, I'm hyped for it. Yeah, Nether update is gonna be so good. Look, the blue fire on Soul Sand, and also Soul Sand now making fire burn infinitely, are really nice features that I'm looking forward to the first snapshot so hard, because it's gonna be so cool. Although, I know they're also adding in the piglins, so does that mean the zombie pigman is gone forever? I don't remember the answer to that question. Maybe one of the two of you does. Or if that third person who's here watching the stream right now, who isn't saying anything, hello, by the way, knows if the zombie pigman's gonna be gone. I would be sad to see it go. Matthew Wright, hello! Welcome to the stream. There we go. Yes, sir, but there's a hostile... I would be really sad to see the zombie pigman removed from the game entirely. I hope they keep it in even if it's not used. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, I hope it's used. Yeah, I know, I saw that video, but it's just been long enough now that I'm kind of drawing blanks on it again. But... yeah, oh, by the way, no shinies here in these last 3 eggs. I think. Let me check these real quick. I'd be sad to see the texture go. Because one of the first things I learned about when I was really looking into Minecraft history, because, like I say, when I start to learn something, I go all the way with it. But when I started to learn Minecraft history, just for fun, one of the things you come upon is the history of the zombie pigman texture, and it is really cool. You know, when you look at the whole story behind it and stuff, which I'm not going to tell you off the top of my head, because I'll get it partially wrong, I'm sure. But if you want to know, you can go look at the Minecraft wiki, and it's a neat story, so I would be really sad to see that story completely pulled from the game. Because it is a little piece of Minecraft history that would then be lost forever, pretty much. Besides an obscure entry on a removed feature. IMO Minecraft has too many entity / block / texture changes. They won't normally do it. They don't normally do it. They just did it once to completely rework the whole game at once. And now they're done. Like, this is probably the way Minecraft will look for at least another decade, honestly. So, Like, you don't have to worry about it all getting changed too much again, but yeah, some of the texture changes are a struggle to get used to, but honestly, I've started not noticing it anymore. So. I'm gonna hate texturing mobs. Yeah, oh yeah, you were working on that texture pack project, so that could be... Yeah, when you have to get around to the mobs, it'll be a challenge. But, you know, it'll be worth it when you get it going. And by the way, I wish Milk Cookies, I didn't miss you there. Story of the Creeper is an awesome one, but I don't think the Creeper is going anywhere. That little happy accident has become one of the most iconic parts of Minecraft ever. Like, they say most people who don't even play Minecraft would recognize the Creeper on set. So that's cool. So many animated textures, says Pretender. Yeah, but not for entities, so that's cool. By the way, it's actually impossible to get an animated entity texture. If you ever played around with it, you'll find that is true. It is actually impossible to have an animated entity texture under the vanilla code. Models are a different story, and you can swap out parts of the model if you're really desperate, but you can't actually animate a texture for an entity. You can do it for blocks and items, but not for entities. So, yeah, fun fact. Yeah, again, under the vanilla, so you would have to write your own entity rendering system with a mod to pull it off. So. Well, I mean, Optifine is the dictionary definition of people who know how to write a rendering system, so, you know. That doesn't surprise me. Oshmal Cookie says, if I get in my third year of programming, it'll be the most tough time of my life. Why do you say that? Do you believe in a resource packs with a mod tools? What was what sound? What was what sound, Pretender? One semester after doing an internship in a big company. Ooh. But even then, you'll be ready by that point. The other, I have to team up with people from other degrees and fully make a game from scratch. That one will hurt. But honestly, best advice I got, have fun with it. And you'll hear that a million times and it's cliched as whatever, but seriously, have fun with it. If you don't have fun, it'll be terrible, but if you're just like, hey, let's goof off, you know, hide some Easter eggs here or there, you know, you're the programmer, you can do that. And it doesn't have to be complicated or anything, but that could be fun. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think that just sounds like a fun final project. Although, yeah, items... But yeah, it's still gonna be stressful and intense and, you know, a challenge because you have to work with people you don't know in order to get a project together and all that, but... I'm really not that good at programming, you say. But you say that now. You're in your first year of it, so you've done, what, a half of a year of programming so far? That's, you know, that's 5 months. Nobody's gonna be good after 5 months. You might know some basic sorting algorithms, like... Maybe a little bit more than that, but, you know, give it time. I tell you, by 3 years, you'll get the hang of it. Especially if you kind of do what I said in there, you know, if you have some free time and you're just kind of feeling bored, just go load up a blank development environment and just start coding around. See what you can make. So, you know, that's always a thing you can do. And you know, that's just more practice. So, like, Some of the people in the same class as me, they look at Visual Studio and code writes itself. There's always going to be people like that. You know, who have been coding since they were, 6 years old, going down to the library and picking up a book on, I can't remember the name of that coding language that starts with A and is, like, the most fundamental language besides binary itself. But you probably know what I mean, you're in the class, but... Yeah, no, there's always gonna be that guy in the class, but, you can't compare your work to others, you just gotta do, because, believe me, it's still a challenge for them. Like, you might get more used to the methods and be able to pull more things off quicker just because you happen to know how to do them because you've done them so much from practice, but it never gets easier to learn or try to create something new. I honestly don't think it ever does. You learn the methods. And once you learn the methods, then it's a challenge for everybody, right? So if you're building a game from scratch, everybody in there is going to be challenged by that. So you'll be fine. And at the same time, never compare yourself to others, because... Yeah, there's always going to be somebody better than you, but at the same time, there's always going to be somebody worse than you. Unless you happen to be the one who is either one of those, but you're not. You're not. So, you got it. Anyway, that's just my experience with it. I don't know. But put it this way. Even if there is somebody in there who has it easy, there's, probably 100 others in there who are just like you. Like, how are we gonna do this? Oh. And you just do it. And you'll be ready. And I've just run straight into a Wobbuffet. Like I said in the Discord, though. Are you kidding right now? Are you actually kidding me? Seriously? You gotta be joking me right now. That's nuts! No way! No way! Wow. 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 Alright, with that out of the way, it's just the cramp time they give you to work. Okay. Give me the exercise and the time, you'll make it work, but the cramp... Okay, I can understand where the cramp time can make it a lot more difficult. But I'd imagine if you have to make a game from scratch, they're not going to say do it in an hour. Right, like... That's a thing you'll be able to work on for weeks, I would assume. Right. Oh, Pretender, if you weren't entirely catching what happened there, Wobbuffet has an ability called Shadow Tag that it has about half the time. And it means that if you go into battle against it, you're not able to flee. So I accidentally bump into a Wobbuffet. And it has Shadow Tag, meaning I'm accidentally stuck in the battle until I, like, fainted. Basically, is what happened there. So that's why that was just like, are you kidding? Like, what are the chances? But when it comes to chances, nothing is less chancy than a shiny hunting other than a Blissey. A Blissey is less chancy than a Chansey. But anyway, a whole semester, my boy says Irishman couldn't see. So yeah, there, you're not going to have to worry too much about the time restriction. You know, obviously you don't want to ever just leave it till the last week, but like, yeah. For the whole semester, I think, yeah, I think that's definitely more than ample time to do it. And I suppose the deadline thing is also like it'll be in real life if you do get a job working for some big company like that, is you will have to meet deadlines with your code. And so whether or not it's the most efficient code on the planet, you know, it's gotta work. And so they're trying to train you how to make working and highly efficient code in the shortest amount of time possible, I suppose. Again, I am totally 100% thinking out loud here. I know nothing about this. I'm just a kid in high school. What do I know? 150. How do I take notes, asks Pretender, especially for the Vimian mod? I have a Google Sheets and a Google Doc. I have a Google Doc called Vimian mod. And I have I have a Google Sheet also called Vimian mod. And hello, Guardian Destiny, welcome to the stream. Spamming a link battle code there. There's no need to spam it, like we'll see it, obviously. The stream chat isn't flooded, so. But yeah, no, when I'm working on the Vimian mod, I have a Google Sheet right now is mostly what I'm using. And what's really nice about Sheets, and totally not how they intended this feature to be used, but it's how I'm using it. Is you can type text into a box, right? So I put my text in a box that, you know, is some idea, and then you can Control-Alt-M to leave a comment on it. And so I can just put all of the detail for that feature into a comment, and then just have little boxes that I can hover over and display information about it from within Google Sheets. That is how I take notes for the Vimian. Which makes me feel really cool, because I feel like I'm gaming the system, but I'm just using a spreadsheet. I'm just using a spreadsheet. Yeah, this dude. Oh well. Thank you, Pretty, for taking care of that. And I walked into the building. Got 21 eggs left to hatch this stream here before we call it good. But, yeah. And again, I should be back here streaming tomorrow and this Friday at this same time, so. The shiny hunt for Dreepy will continue until we get the Dreepy, and then we'll go after Cluffa. And that'll be the last shiny hunt for now. I Wish Milk Cookies predicting that 179. It's coming at the end of the stream, you think? We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I hope so. That'd be cool. That'd be cool. And it'd be early on in the hunt, relative to, you know, my other hunts, which have been just massive. I didn't determine when to close the game and restart. Gonna start some Masudas soon. Okay, so if you're looking for the actual technique here, it doesn't really matter. Like, it does. There is no chaining, there's no streaking, anything like that. I have one empty PC box in my whole PC. So I do it every time I get 30 eggs. Because one, it's really easy to keep track of multiples of 30. And it goes in intervals of 5, right? So I can always tell, you know, if I've forgotten to mark one down, like, say, this egg here had hatched, and I'm only on 164, I'd be like, oh, I missed one, and I tick it up one, right? But my trouble is I have one PC box that has any space left in it, so I just do it every 30 anyway, because that's how many Pokemon fit in a PC box. So it makes it easy for me to think about, makes it easy for me to keep track of without having to, you know, memorize, like, okay, I left off the last stream on 357 eggs. No, I do it every 30. And then I just soft reset every 30 eggs. But, again, you can easily hatch, you know, if you have almost every slot in your PC box open, you know, if you can hatch 900 eggs and then soft reset. I like to do it at 30 because then, obviously, all of them that aren't shiny, you have to manually transfer at the end too, which is another reason I like just the 30 number. It's just a nice round number. But again, there is no benefit to the shiny hunt for it, in particular. What I will say, though, yeah, all the rest of my boxes are pretty much full of surprise traded Pokemon, so I can try to get that Master Ball from Lotto ID every day. Okay, but I will say, though, is you know when the nursery lady out front kind of strikes that pose to tell you, hey, I've got an egg over here? That is the moment at which the egg is determined. So what I like to do is I pick up an egg from the nursery lady, and on my first attempt through, I'll hatch it alongside, you know, the same other 30 eggs. Then I'll soft reset, right? So just... Oh, how do I do this? that right after I pick up the egg, I'll save the game. And then I'll go take my 30 eggs, right? Then I'll soft reset. When I get back into the game, I'll put that egg in my PC, because it's already determined, but the next one hasn't generated. So, but as soon as she does that pose, the egg is generated. So, like, it'll never be shiny. Like, if this egg right here, if I were to save right before picking up this egg, and it wasn't shiny, it would never be shiny. No matter what. So, that's something to keep in mind when you are shiny hunting. Also, I need to step out for like 2 seconds. I will be right back. Hello. And I'm back. Okay, yep, smart, it saves the problem of transferring. Yeah, that's the other reason I do it. Because transferring 30 at a time isn't too big. But, you know, it's manageable. But, like, if I had to transfer, like, look at my Mimikyu there. If I had to transfer 600 of those Pokemon, that would get tedious. I only had to transfer 27 of them, so, you know. It has definitely got that benefit to it. Also, this is the other reason I do this, is because I right now have no idea whether that was 161 or 162, but I can check here. It's the second Dreepy, so I know it's 162. So that's the other reason it's helpful. And it's always just fun to keep track of how many encounters it took you to get each shiny. Imagine transferring 743 Sobbles. Yeah, that's a lot of time you can't get back, you know? I mean, you did it, go you, but... Or, I believe you're not soft resetting anyway. So, yeah, that's what you say there. I like it this way, I think. It just feels more efficient to me. In fact, I'm sure it is, but... Of course, if you like that Mimikyu there and you're 2 eggs from a soft reset when you show up, that doesn't save you a whole lot. It wasn't even for me. I mean, no, it's nice, right? It's still nice to have the shiny, no matter what your technique is. Getting that shiny. Girlfriend wanted shiny Sobble, but she doesn't know the ropes and doesn't have a shiny charm. Yeah. So you got out of the Sobble. Oh, that's really nice of you. Yeah. Nice gift there. I believe it turns more purple-blue kind of color. Nice purple-bluish Sobble. There we go. Oh, so we're actually going to be really close to the time where I need to end the stream when I get my last Dreepy at the rate we're going here, so we'll see. Oh, speaking of my GF, I forgot to congratulate her, says I Wish Milk Cookies. What for? You know, if I may. 'Cause I don't want to. Oh, anniversary, so... Almost 2 years together. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, congrats. Yeah. I mean, congrats to the both of you there. That's an accomplishment right there. Being together 2 years and not yet coming to hate each other's guts, that's you know, that's a good sign, right? I wouldn't know. I'd never been in a serious relationship myself, so I cannot say anything to it, but congrats. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, that's definitely not something you want to forget either. Because in my experience well, at least in my conversations I've had with other people, she'll remember. Don't be the guy that forgets. Which is... Oh, there we go. Finally hatching in this other egg. These things take forever. Holy cow. Now that I think about it, I'm really bad at remembering significant dates for other people, like anniversaries and birthdays and stuff like that. I'm really bad at that stuff. I don't know if that's just me, or if that's like everybody, like you genuinely have to put a lot of effort into it for that. I don't know, but it doesn't go too well for me. Also 28% exactly, so that's cool. Shiny Dreepy does look dope, though. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. It'll be cool. And besides, it'll go with the full Shiny team comp, which is going to be great. Honestly, the effort I'm putting in for Shiny Cleffa in most circumstances is not worth it for Shiny Clefable. Also, I really need to do some practice battles online and see if there's a real difference between Clefairy and Clefable with my team comp. Because Clefairy you can obviously put an Eviolite on. And that's a really good item. Like, it does crazy things to its defense stats. But yeah, that Clefable has the attack stat, right? So in case it gets taunted or something, it will actually do damage, unlike Clefairy. So that's the trade-off. Clefable use Follow Me with Focus Sash. That is a solid portion of my team composition right there. It's actually the Indeedee who will have the Focus Sash. Clefable's gonna have a Rocky Helmet just because it has more tank. Or potentially Rocky Helmet. I might have switched that to a different item here recently, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. But I have the set written down somewhere in its best working form, but... yeah, no, Indeedee will use Follow Me with Focus Sash while another Pokemon next to it is setting up. I don't want to reveal... oh, I mean, it's kind of probably going to be obvious what this team comp is actually designed to do now that you kind of know the whole thing. But I don't want to give it away because I know some people do want to do battles against me, and it is no fun to go up against somebody who knows what I'm doing because it is really easily counterable. It's just that the meta doesn't counter it. So that's what this team comp revolves around. Like, if somebody's got a creative team comp that's really good at shutting this down, then I'm in trouble, right? But up against the meta, I can hold my own about 2/3 of the time, which is great. Because that'll let you climb the ranks, right? Lose 1, win 2 all the time. That'd be great. No, not really, because I don't really know the meta with competitive battling. See, I do know it's meta right now, so a lot of what's out there revolve around, like, there's the Rock Slide set, where your main sweepers are Tyranitar and Excadrill, and everything else is just to set up for them, pretty much. And then you've got sets involving Dracovish. I think he kind of doesn't even need an introduction at this point, Dracovish. But it's something crazy, like, if you get everything set up right, you're dealing with a base 520 power move, which is just phenomenal. But it's tricky to get the setup right. And then you've got other sets that are like Beat Up and Justified on Lucario, so Whimsicott will use Beat Up on a Lucario with Justified, and that will stack its attack stat to +5 at the end of the first turn, and then it'll just spam Bullet Punch against you and blow you up. I think it involves stab and stuff like that. Stab and, like, type effectiveness. But, like, if you run the number, like, again, it's just crazy power. If Vicious Ren, go look up what Vicious Ren does, and you'll see where, if you set this up right, it gets stabbed, and it does get that super effective hit off. You're not living that. Even without the super effective hit, it's really hard to live that attack. And then, that's really the core 3 I've seen people running in the meta. Other than that, the other main type of team is Trick Room. And I can't deal with Trick Room very well. Like, I just kind of have to hope that I can out-setup them, because they need that first turn of setup. And so they usually, you know, have Indeedee with Follow Me and something next to it with Trick Room to set up the first turn. And that's fine for me, because I need 3 turns of setup to really start sweeping, right? And you'll see that when it happens. So I'm okay with that, because it just basically means I get free damage, and hopefully I can just out-damage them at the end. I have Shadow Sneak, so, on Mimikyu. So that's most of my plan there. But that's the majority of your meta. Other than that, you've got, you know, your strong sweepers, like, you know, Dragapult, for example. Really works well as a meta sweeper. Hello, Salvador! Welcome to the stream! Unfortunately, kind of showing up at a bad time. I've got 7 eggs left before I'm going to call this one a stream, because I absolutely have to be gone within the next 20 minutes. But, welcome back to the stream. Anyway, yeah, just to finish it off, you've got strong sweepers like Dracovish. And, like, you know, strong tanks like Corviknight, who do have a place in the meta, but they're always on teams supporting pretty much one of those 3 I just listed off. Those are just the strongest things right now. I don't have Nintendo Switch Online anymore, so I can't trade or battle. Oh man, rip. Like, it just expired, or... Oh. That stinks. But I suppose, yeah, if you only had the 1 month thing or something, or if your year just happened on, I don't know. But... Yeah, because you told us. Yeah. Oh man, Salvador's Switch Online is gone, but I with Cookies would have given up a Shiny Riolu in return for the help last time with the Shiny Charizard, so Shiny G-Max Charizard. But yeah, actually, Salvador, you still have a shiny Lucario, right? Like, because I know you had a Lucario you were really proud of, but yeah, I also thought you did trade that away at some point, so I don't know if you have another one or something recently. I don't know. I guess I don't know, because I haven't streamed since, what, last Saturday? It's been 3 days or something. Which, actually, part of me says, yeah, that's a big break, and then part of me says, yeah, but until recently, you hadn't streamed for 2 months. Oh, you do need the Lucario, actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, cool. Well, this will work out. This is your friendly reminder, I Wish Milk Cookies, that even if it isn't battle perfect, it can easily be made battle perfect depending on what set you want to run on it. Because you can change natures now, you can change IVs, you can change EVs. So yeah. Nothing competitive about a Pokemon anymore is locked to its initial stats. So that's... Yeah, you can even change abilities. So, as long as it... Unless you need the Justified set, in which case Justified, I believe, is its hidden ability, so if you don't have that, that's a rip, but... I don't know. There are other sets, too, that revolve around its other abilities, so... Kind of complete loss either way, but... Yeah. I'm talking like I follow the meta really closely. I don't, I just know what most people are running. Yeah, Shiny Real is great. Oh yeah, you're not wrong. That is quite possibly one of the worst possible natures for a Lucario. No, it's not hidden ability. Its hidden ability is Justified, so... Sadly not hidden ability, but... Yeah, you can definitely swap out the ability with a Mint or whatever. 50 BP, I guess, so it does hurt a little bit, but if you've done much battle tower climbing at all... might go back together. I don't know. Alright, and now we're gonna hatch our last egg of the stream. Unfortunately, your prediction there, I Wish Milk Cookies is 179, did not come true, but that's alright. You can try again tomorrow, unless this one shines, which would be great. And we don't, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm actually gonna have to wrap the stream here, because I have to be gone in 4 minutes. I have to be out the door, so I gotta get a couple things ready here, so... really quick, I'll check, make sure I didn't miss a shiny, but then I'm gonna head out, so... Thank you for coming to the stream today. Sorry, Salvador, you made it here just at the end of the stream. Again, I plan tomorrow to stream at the same time I did today, so hopefully that'll work out, and now you know it's coming, so... Hopefully you'll be able to make it to that. But... in the meantime... Thank you for coming out to the stream today, and this has been Mushroom Man Toad. Just double checking. And I'll see you in the next one. which is tomorrow. So, see ya.